Well, whenever this comes on screen, I think you know what is about to happen. So the incubator, one incubator is on, and next to it we have 27 quail eggs ready, so Coturnex quail. I've got 3 rows of 9. I've just put these cardboard struts in between to stop them falling over the place. So when I do rock the incubator back and forth, this is an Octo 10, and you just turn it like this. So it's a manual turner, but when I turn it like that, I just need to make sure that these eggs don't fall all over the place. So a lot of people have been asking me for chicks and for hatching eggs, but I hate to send eggs out each year when I haven't done a fertility hatch. So this is my fertility hatch. I obviously cannot start an incubator half full, so I've got to completely fill it, right? So we will see how these progress. They will only take 16 or 17 days to hatch, so we're looking at a mid-February hatch, possibly around Valentine's Day, so that'll be quite nice, some little Valentine's quails. So they are going in, and this incubator is super, super easy. They literally just slide in like that. I will let it get set up and the temperature to go right, and as soon as the temperature's right, then you literally just flip it a couple of times a day. So a couple of weeks ago, you probably saw that I received these Nepenthes from Chris over in Ireland, and I've potted them up, and they are due to go into the bathroom, so because they like sort of tropical humid conditions. But for now, while I'm just getting them rooted and potted up properly, I've got them on the kitchen windowsill, and there's also this little Venus flytrap down here. I think this can probably go outside and survive the winter once it's acclimatized, but for now, again, I've just got it in here. So they're in pots of rainwater. This is rainwater. That's very important for carnivorous plants. They don't like tap water at all. They really don't do very well. This Nepenthes here has not yet rooted. So what it is basically wrapped in is there are no soil in here. So I'm trying something new. This is literally just sphagnum moss. And so it's wrapped in sphagnum moss. I'd love to be able to get away from using peat. Carnivorous plants do like a peat mix, but as we all heard, peat isn't great for the environment. It's good for the environment when it's in its natural setting, but us digging it up is not good for the environment. So this one is just wrapped in sphagnum moss. These are in the pots they came in. Obviously you can see it's very moist. They've got lots of moss growing on top, and that is a good sign that we've got the right moisture levels. And then we've got these lovely little carnivorous flutes, and these are the things that eat up those flies. So they die off like this, and they grow. This one's quite big, and they start as tiny little leaves on the top, and then this end bit, you can see this back one here, it starts just like this, and then it grows out and out and out and turns into one of those flutes. So I'm very excited to see these grow, and thank you very much, Chris, for sending them, and we'll monitor them through the gear and see how they do. Can you hear that sound? Yep. She's done it again. Let's take a look. See if we can see it. There's a little leg. Just see a tiny little leg sticking out there. So she's on 4 eggs. Well, actually I should say she's on 3 eggs and a chick. Well done, Mama. So this is her last clutch of the year. Let's come out of there. Leave Mama in peace. And there are her babies from the last clutch. Hello. So this gorgeous little one. And then those 2 at the back corner. But that is a unmistakable sound of a baby budgie. So it's a chicken cleaning day here, so I've just been cleaning out here, so as normal, shavings on the floor. I've got Stalisan F, which is a hygiene powder underneath. You can see it's kind of pinky. And just from this shed, I've got 4 buckets of soil bedding and stuff that needs to go. So a lot comes out of this shed. I still need to do their water because they like to jump up on top of it and sit there and poo. So I need to clean that out still. But I just thought I'd show you these little danvers. So that's a little black danver there. This is our cockerel danver. These are a few of my silky growers. So these are Barry's babies from last year. So not the recent hatch. These are about 12 weeks old maybe. I haven't yet sexed them. I need to kind of sit down and work out who's who. It's difficult with silkies. I mean, this one looks like it's got streamers, but again, I think it's actually probably a girl. There are 5 of them. There's 2 more there, and then there's 2 more hiding under there. This is good old Bruce, who was going to be bred with Gertrude, but of course Gertrude got by the fox. And then up here we have Miracle staying out of the way because she's Bruce's favourite, so she just hangs out up here mostly. And then another of the little danvers. So I'm going to carry on cleaning while the weather is nice. So those first herbs of the year have been pricked out and potted on. So we have coriander and we have dill. And you can see that they're starting now to produce their first leaves. So here's the coriander. And then if we go along here, there's a lovely little dill leaf. So they are rather leggy still. I did plant them into the soil as much as I could, but the soil is obviously, we've only got this much depth to play with. But what I will do is they will need potting on again at some point. And so when I pot them on or when I transplant them out under cloches, I will again put them in probably up to here. So I'll bury the stem quite a bit more, just to make sure we've got nice bushy plants. But it's nice to see something coming along and growing nicely and getting ahead of the year. So this is a 40 cell. So what have we got? We've got 10, 20, probably 30 corianders, 10 dill, and I've got another tray of about 20 dill as well. And I'm just going to start potting up and pricking out and potting up the curly-leaved parsley. So as we checked in with those silky chicks earlier in the week, the ones from last year, here are the ones that I hatched earlier this year. I think they hatched out on, was it Boxing Day or something? Or New Year's Day. So this little one is my last remaining Igsworth. So it's the baby of Eddie and Ethel who got by the fox. So this is the little one that's left. No idea whether it's a boy or girl. We'll have to just wait and see. But whatever it is, it's going to hopefully be the founder of an entire new flock. And then the 3 other little silky chicks are another generation of Barry's babies. So they're still young. They're only, 3 or 4 weeks old. But they're growing well. They're very fluffy. Hopefully we'll get some toasty marshmallow coming out of them. And see how they go. We are about to have the coldest week, apparently, of the winter coming up this week. So any thoughts of putting them outside into the poultry shed has gone, and they will have to remain inside for now. But silky babies do look like scraggly little things. They look scraggly for so long. But yeah, they're doing really well.
So we still have 2 babies, and actually the other eggs are a little overdue now, so I'm wondering whether they may not hatch. But it's nice just to have those 2 little ones, and she's looking after them really, really well. As you can see, I put a lot of millet in the nest box, so I've been putting millet strips in there. But it's nice to end the week on babies, and if she only has 2 out of 4, that's fine with me. She can just rear them as best she can obviously she's still trying to incubate. So we may have more. The third egg obviously isn't hatching because it's overdue now. The fourth may still come out. So it's nice to end the week on that. And now all the birds are going crazy.